Welcome back, welcome back. Jackass of the month, 2026. I seen this coming 3 years ago.
And I would do, let the people know I got my money back.
By the way, it doesn't stop here. But do you know the amount of information this woman must have to where Dr. Umar Johnson has been getting people making videos about him on the internet for a while now. For Umar Johnson to tell her, hey, man, here's $68,600 so you don't release the information you have on me? You know, there has to be some terrible things that she is in possession of. I don't know Umar Johnson.
Is this your kid? Is this your kid? Is this your kid? The Black Panther, who's supposed to lead you into the future. He's supposed to protect you. Nah, I'm your kid.
Be the type of man to give $68,000 of anything to anybody. So she gets the check for $68,000, right? But here's where all Umar Johnson did was just open up the rabbit hole. She then took that money and funded a class action lawsuit against Umar Johnson for the FDMG donation. So she donated $2,000 to Umar Johnson, right?
That he robbed.
She was able to gather about 40 other people who was on this lawsuit against Umar Johnson, and they funded it. And the lawsuit has finally got approved to move forward.
Cause I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
It don't matter, pistol gang, bitch. Right. You got your cousin right there?
But nigga, you came up on me on some fun shit, nigga. I don't make peace with niggas that come up on me on some disrespectful shit when I didn't even know you, nigga. You walked up on me and set down your beer like, nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz? How gangster?
We established a rapport. It was like probably around 2000 or end of 2019. He asked me.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you like timeline, but I can't remember exactly the date and time.
Yeah. So the end of 2019, could it have been 2020, the beginning of 2020?
Yeah, beginning of 2020, around that time frame.
Okay.
So he asked me to do a documentary on his life. And look, again, I'm a filmmaker. My antenna just went because he has an established audience. He has a platform. But I was transparent with him. I said, Doc, I make feature film. I have never done a documentary. He's like, so what? You're a producer. I said, yeah, that documentary and that film, that's two different beasts. They are cousins. The process of doing a documentary is not the same process of doing a film. Like, the documentary is very detail oriented. It's involved with facts. And then after you collect your data, you have to do an observation of the subject. I said, someone of your caliber, I don't think I'm the right person to do the documentary. Girl, quit playing with me, Queen. Quit playing with me. I have hard regard for you. I want you to do it. I will back you 100%. I will put my sweat into this. Yo, Queen, when I say Doc is on board for something, just say you don't want to do it, but you have my full support.
She starts putting it together before she even get a dime from Umar Johnson. She's traveling to his lectures. She's filming already. She's putting it together. Now, before, I guess that was like preliminary stages, kind of just gathering assets, gathering a plan, gathering production team. But she still does a lot of work for absolutely free, right? Now, when it was time for them to really get the production team on board,
you don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
Really start filming, really getting everything in place, traveling, doing certain things, filming at certain locations. She tells Umar Johnson, yo, we got a budget. All right, now, yo, This budget consists of a lot of things: the filming, flying people to like certain places, like hotel. Bro, it's all encompassing. Now, it's gonna cost a lot. You can back out right now, and there's no hard feelings. But the bill is gonna be $86,000.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
Umar Johnson tells her, "Man, don't trip about the money. Oh, that's nothing. Man, that's the easy part. That's petty." And he ensures her move forward with the $86,000 budget, put the production together, let's get started.
The financial report for the documentary. Again, it's like he asked me to do it, so I'm gonna present you what this gonna cost. So when I called, I said, Doc, like I told you, I don't really do documentary. I do film, but you are so inspiring to me. I took the project on, but this is probably the most costly project that I've ever done, and I kept it to a shoestring budget. Doc, when I told you I cut corner of finance, I cut corners. Like, yeah, okay, well, what is it? We good. I said, it's going to be $86,000. I said, that's expensive, Doc. And he's like, nah, we're good. We could do this. He's like, Queen, you worrying about money. You worrying about the petty stuff. I said,
Yeah, how much did you say?
He's out of line, but he's right.
Yes, you were out of line for that. But me, seeing the position you're in, and understanding you're gonna charge at least a fucking $50, $20, you'll fucking, you know? And you already know you have a lot of people that watch you and stuff. So you have a chance to recoup that money. I understand what you were thinking, but if it ain't coming out your pocket.
How much did you say it was going to be?
$86,000.
And this was for the documentary.
This is for the documentary.
Umar Johnson is a cap artist, man. If Umar Johnson tells you the money there, man, you gotta double check if that money there, bruh. So she learned the hard way that Umar Johnson is a cap artist, so Umar Johnson tells her, let's get started, Queen.
Sure. So we did research, we did observation. We were gonna capture some live lecture. We were gonna bring it right. So, and he's like, oh, listen, family. Queen, all my money's tied in FDNG. I don't have a resistance going to this documentary. You go ahead and fund it. I'm going to put my sweat. You have my backing. When the money come in, you recruit what you put in, and then, you just give a little something to FDNG. I don't even care if you don't give me nothing. I just want to live a digital imprint for these young boys that I'm going to create this school so they could know about Umar Johnson. I don't want no white man doing my documentary. He went on and on and on. And then I paused. So after I paused, I said, well, Doc, let me get back to you.
We're going to try to speed this up because, trust me, it gets really bad for Umar Johnson very quickly, okay? So, yeah, like she hangs up the phone and says, we're not doing this, bro. Umar Johnson isn't really somebody they could rely on. Now, maybe if this was somebody else who was serious, who was consistent throughout the entire process, but Umar Johnson had already been annoying her, right? So she was pretty much done with this. Umar Johnson calls her back 2 days later. She tells Umar Johnson, hey, Brett, it's not happening. Sorry, we can't do no documentary. That's when Umar Johnson switched it up and then have a bright idea and ultimately convinces her to not do the documentary, but do another project that includes him.
2 days later, he didn't even give me a chance to call him. He called me like, okay, what's the verdict? When we starting? I need to email you these lectures. We need to get started. And, because I gave him a list prior to colors not to wear. And I want to take some picture of when I'm going to wear each lecture so you can tell me if it's okay. I said, Doc, I don't want to bust your bubble. I've already talked to production. Everybody morale just crashed. You're like, what? I said, I cannot take that financial burden. I just can't. We're going to make a movie.
Umar Johnson actually shows up. He does his part. He actually shows up and they film this. So he was consistent and reliable in that regard. But here's where things break down. And this is one of those things where you look at Umar Johnson and say, yo, you could have avoided all this trouble if you were just a reasonable person.
Yep.
So they film everything. She founds a theater partner where they're putting like the movie and the film in theaters to make their money back. She funded everything. Now when it's time to do a screening, because obviously, you know, the theater will give you one screening where you come and you see if everything is okay, if the coloring is right, if everything is great. And then once you do the screening, you give the go-ahead, and now they put it in theaters. She tells Umar Johnson, hey, the theater wants to do a private, you know, screening for the producers. We come, we see if we like everything. If not, we can edit certain things out. Umar Johnson then blows up on her. He then blows up.
I say, Doc, I'm giving you an option to see it. No. You give me the finished product and then we move forward.
So this is from February 8, 2023. Umar states, you are not allowed to show that film without my approval. I have not seen it and I do not give you permission to screen it. And then you stated a private screening is just the executive producer to see the image on the screen and to hear the sound. And then he says, complete disrespect, all in all caps. You reply, how am I being disrespectful? Why are you so angry? Can you come to Cleveland and see it? And text.
That's suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
When you capitalize everything that's shouting. And then you stated you were pleased with the project. Now all of a sudden you've turned against the project. I am baffled by all of this. I didn't say you couldn't see it. I asked you your location in Maryland and you ignored me. I offered to FaceTime.
And let me cut you. The location, let me cut you real quick. The location, Maryland, because he was doing a lecture. The reason I asked him, I told Sarah, instead of doing your screening here in Cleveland, can I have my screening done in Maryland? So I tried my best to accommodate him. Please continue.
Yep. Let's go to the next one. This is again from February 2023. Everything needs to be, okay, so yes, you were pleased with the project. Now all of a sudden you were turned against the project. I am baffled by all of this. I didn't say you couldn't see it. I asked you your location in Maryland and you ignored me. I offered the FaceTime to show you the movie and you declined. You're not meeting me halfway. The file cannot be sent email. It doesn't have the capacity to be sent that way. It is too large and I keep calling you and you're not even picking up the phone.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
And Umar responds with everything needs to be in writing. I prefer text message.
Yeah, that's when he shut down. He no longer was calling me or accepting my phone call. He just wanted to communicate email and text. Communication was completely, verbal communication was shut down at the time. Please continue.
Yep, and this is February 8, 2023. I'm not speaking to you on the phone until I receive a link to watch the movie in its entirety. And then you replied, I did email you a contract. You already have that in writing before filming. And if you...
You know, we can negotiate a number for some upfront money, but it was never about no upfront money because, like, he specifically told her, I don't even want money, queen, all right? Just make the project and then we'll split it. But now he was demanding some upfront money for her for whatever damages he believed that he incurred during this filming process.
He threatened to take me to court for $500,000. I want y'all to listen to this.
The movie is worth $80,000. So she donates to you for $2,000, falls in love with your movement, wants to make a documentary over you, and then you end up suing for $500,000. A woman you know that can't even put together $80,000 for this documentary movie thing. You're the worst.
Listen carefully. He threatened to take me to court for $500,000. Now, when they put that on the table, the negotiation time, they want us to give a number. What number can you guys give from that $500,000? I will take it to my client. He will take that to Umar, and if Umar approves, or if he doesn't approve, Umar would give us a number, and then if we still are not cooperating to negotiate, they threaten to take to court. Honey, listen here. You hear me? So we're like, listen, please file the proper paperwork. And I hat off to you. file the proper paperwork with the Greater Cleveland Court. We will see you in court. We're not negotiating anything. Now, you know, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be transparent. So the ghetto came out of me. I said,
Cause I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespecting my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
tell that chatty patty that he's not getting a penny from me. And then he's like, Miss Lauren is gonna have that kind of language. We're ending. I said, we've been ending it. There's no negotiation. This is how Umar rolls. So listen, I spent money for attorney. I had to give him another. That was the retainer fee. I had to give him more money because now we're preparing. These people are going to hit with paperwork to court. We're going to court. He's Umar Johnson. He has the fund to sue me. Okay? So when we called out his bluff, we never heard from his lawyer.
Acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
Never heard from him. He is a financial risk in the black community. What he does, the time that he was connecting with me, he is intelligent. He was gathering data. He was studying his subject. He gave me two options. The first option is you won't spend your money. You're going to make this a finished product. And then I'm going to take it from you. I don't share the pie. I'm eating it alone. See, he ran up on me. I am not no dummy. I said,
cause I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
She went hard at this nigga.
no, there was a contract. We had an understanding. You're not going to bully me. I'm not giving you the finished product.
Umar Johnson is a professional cap artist, so obviously Umar Johnson was not going to sue her.
It don't matter, pistol game, bitch. Right. You got your cutting right there.
But nigga, you came up on me on some fun shit, nigga. I don't make peace with niggas that come up on me on some disrespectful shit when I didn't even know you, nigga.
Umar Johnson was trying to scare her into relinquishing some paper to King Kong consciousness, but she wasn't going for it. She actually became irate, and she even told Umar Johnson, "Okay, you want to play like this? Okay, let's play."
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The force shall set me free.
Now, she's a donator to Umar Johnson. She gave Umar Johnson $2,000. So she began to make her own threats to Umar Johnson.
Same way, he gave me two options. Umar Johnson, you conscious. I'm giving you two options. Here's your option. From 2023, my time frame with you is 7 years. The perfect number, my number, that's God's number. 7 years. Your first option.
She said, nigga, I'm going biblical on you. You got 7 years. You're Mr. King Kong conscious. The gods are listening to you, right? Well, we're going to see if the Lord's listening to her. And she called Big Dog on you.
Even if you'd like to be, to them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. When they don't,
when they catch you,
they'll cast you out.
Yeah.
Like a leper.
'Cause you are.
They're cold. It's a bad joke. You've dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
And I'm still keeping hope alive. If FDMG open, I will show up at the grand opening with receipt in hand because I got a cashier check. I'm so emotional. Let me calm down and get my.
Got this woman all fired up like that. She had to go old school on you.
I got a cashier check. I contributed towards your vision. I believe in the concept of the village. I was part of the team that made the dream work. You understand? So I'm going to show up receipts. He was blind that day. Him and I, we both going to be at 6 o'clock. Because you know what? There's consequences to your action. I'm coming ready for you. And the second option he had, the same way, I didn't go to my first.
You're so bad. And it's so sad to see that you were so close. Who sent you? You know? Because you literally have. You got the women that support you. You get smart women like this to come and all these things. And what did you do with all your time? You could have been had that fucking documentary made. You could have been had your legacy of something on YouTube already, or a fucking book or something already. You could have been did this. At least you could have solidified it. But oh yeah, forgot it's all about the money.
Bank institutes. I have two primary, not the first. I didn't go to Wall Fargo. Okay, I went to Huntington Bank the same way. Willingly, you didn't put a gun in my hand. Yes, willingly, I gave you that contribution for FDMG. Your option is you're gonna give me my money back. You're gonna go to your financial institute and give me my money back. And I'm giving you the choice to give it back. Just like I send it, you're going to send it. I don't care about no other donor. But if there's no school, you're going to defecate or you're going to vomit me my money back.
God damn.
Now, finally we got through that. Now let's get to the good part, okay? Here's where it begins to get really bad for Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson didn't run her money back fast enough.
Uh-oh.
So she began to drop videos on Umar Johnson. She began to reveal certain things that Umar Johnson didn't want out. Such as
it's fun. Is this your kid? It's fun. Is this your kid?
That's why before you become king, you're supposed to tell the truth about yourself. You know, like that's why we loved Malcolm so much, because he was a worldly heathen, and then he got taught, and he said, "Oh shit, I am living wrong. I should change." You know, we don't always need someone that has just always been good. Why? Because people need to change. So, the people that need to change, you know, you guys don't do much to help. And when you do come to preach, you're talking shit that doesn't even make sense. You know? You're talking dumb shit. You're covered in the blood and I need rent!
The Black Panther, who's supposed to lead you into the future.
We need a place to go. We need somebody to stop playing around like we don't have a real name yet. Can we at least figure out our name and where they took us from? Fuck all that other shit.
In the filming process, Umar Johnson asked her to get a white woman to be in the movie. Not only did he want a white woman to be in the movie, he wanted the white woman to be bare-chested, in the nude. And he wanted the white woman to press her breast up against his chest, right? And he wanted a scene where she comes and she tries to seduce him and she pressed her breast up against his chest. And he says, "No, I'm a king of Pan-African. I can't do this."
It's fun. Is this your kid? It's fun. Is this your kid?
Did that really happen to you? Or did you make that up so it could be like dramatic and stuff in the movie and you can have like the dramatic scene of you holding down our women and, you know, make the rest of us that fucking we don't get taught these things when we're young, just like Malcolm. And, you know, a lot of us don't have, they broke our families and friends and all these, you know, so there's a lot of us that are lost and there's more of us that are lost than the ones that aren't, so, you know, are you trying to say that something, you know, did that happen to you or something? Did you really turn it down?
So like, she has messages of Umar Johnson fantasizing about this white woman doing things to him in his movie. Now, I think Umar Johnson was using this movie as a veil.
You're the Black Panther who's supposed to lead you into the future.
Right? To do things with that white woman that he knows he can no longer do in private, right? So she begins to release embarrassing things about Umar Johnson. Oop.
Skip.
Form of payment for my hardship that I an email, and the email was not claiming to sue me. It was from his attorney at Cleveland Law Firm, which has a sister firm and where he's from, Philly. So they reached out. They wanted to have a dialogue. They wanted to give me a form of payment for my.
Whoever you are, thank you very much. Thank you. That really means a lot. I literally just made a video saying, like, yo, you can rob black women and we can run to the law. And we never get our fucking money back. We never get nothing. No compensation, no nothing. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, at least arrest these men.
He's supposed to protect you. Nah, I'm your kid.
And didn't I tell you charlatans, get your fucking plane tickets ready 2 years ago? You know, like Russell Simmons and a couple other Hollywood stars. A lot of black niggas is going overseas for some reason. Because you know what's about to happen to yous.
Hardship that I dealt with Dr. Umar for my donation. And then for my therapy, what I did say I went to therapy in one of the videos. So they did their homework through therapy. They wanted to reimburse me for that. And he wanted to move forward and not have me make disparaging video about him anymore. Okay, so I'm sitting, I'm like, disparaging video? I don't understand. Can you elaborate on that? Well, Ms. Sonia, you're getting on your YouTube video, you're saying he's dating outside his race, which is factual. He doesn't date outside his race. I said, okay, so we're having a dialogue. Let me put some clarification. Well, we don't need, I said, you're going to allow me to speak, sir. You're going to allow me to have clarification. I said, first of all, I was gracious and I was kind.
What I'm saying is like,
all I said on that YouTube video, he wanted to see with a Caucasian woman. I said, but I took my phone because we were having the Zoom meeting on my laptop, on my Apple laptop. So I took my phone on block and I sent a text, bleep. It went beep. I said, that beep you hear next to him, that's me texting him his own message, which is his acting number, his own message. I said, in that message, this is from Dr. Umar. He told me, Queen, this is how we're going to do this scene. I'm going to be bare-chested. This woman's going to have exposed breasts, and she's going to be pressing against my chest. I don't know if he thought I was doing a porn video, because we told him a feature.
we're gonna find that person. Yeah. When we do find him, once we get him back, I'm gonna give him right back to them. Really? Say, congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah. But moving along, and they're like, well, we don't need, I said, well, I'm going to finish. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to finish. I said, that's what he wanted. And then the scene, I'm going to break it down to you, family. The scene was for him to go, he came to his senses because he had a moment of weakness. This is him typing all this garbage to me. He came to his weakness because he had a moment of weakness. And he's going to go, no, I am a Pan-African leader. I can't stoop to this level.
It's far. Is this your kid? It's far. Is this your kid? It's far. Is this your kid?
Now, if in your real life you have somewhere where you say they sent snow bunnies at me to test my faith against my women's and stuff, alright, well, you know, we would, you know, it's believable. But if you keep saying that you never even go over there and you never look over there and they're uglies and all this dumb shit like you be saying, when you say some made up story like this, it makes you look stupid, you know? Instead of showing your love for the queens by not choosing Becky, you should have showed you doing the right thing for one of the queens or something, you know? Like, all the fucking helpful things you've done over the years. All the families you got together and the widows that they can't because their spouse may be gone and now their kids look up to you and they're doing better because they follow what you do.
Black Queen forever, Snow Bunny never, and I'm going to throw her off the bed. This is what he wanted to incorporate in the movie. And I said, no, we're not. We're having this dialogue. We're going to give you 68 $68,600.
Thank the Lord. So she donates $2,000 to you. Then you ask her to make a movie for you for $80,000 on her tab. Then you act like you never said any of this stuff and try to sue her for $500,000, which is fucking crazy. And then you don't get that because she got receipts on you. And then you're stupid enough to tell your secrets and all these other things like a fucking idiot for a movie. And have beef with that person. She's the woman 50 Cent now. You know, like, she can do a documentary on you, you know? A 50. A 50. Yeah. You better hold 50, don't get over there.
I left the checks up there. I hadn't even cashed the check yet. The check's still up there. But what I did do, I sent a copy of that check to Honor because I promised Honor when I get paid, I would return back on this show and then I would do...
Dr. Umar Johnson has made an enemy out the wrong person, and he's insult.
Oh, I accidentally pressed the button, so we skipped off. All that goes down is she basically says, this lawyer office or somebody that's affiliated where he's originally from. Shout out to Philly. Shout out whoever you are that gave that woman that money, because if you work for him, or I didn't really catch exactly. I gotta watch this again. But thank you. The Lord really, you know, these are the things that's justice. You know, bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people, but good people, you know, we're supposed to look out for each other, you know. And it's so entertaining to have my father like make me see his downfalls for so long and not knowing it's gonna happen. And now I make my channel and I get out here in my little way and I made the videos and I shared it. And I knew it was gonna happen. Just like I called the Puffy thing and a couple of other things. And the only reason I was gonna play this other video for you guys, and this guy gets asked, "Are you shocked about the Puffy thing?" And he goes, "No, the rest of the world is, because you don't give a shit about that world. You're entertained by that world. So if you're actually affiliated with that world, you hear the rumors. All these things that they're coming out with are fucking been rumored. Been not proven without a shadow of a doubt. But once everybody starts secretly calling you a fucking bad guy and that you're getting away with, you know, the M and the R's and the S's and the A's and you know, other people that are really powerful, like the gangsters and shit, when you see someone that is above all of that and never you get it, you just start with common sense. You're like, all right, it's not surprising when it finally comes out and they like, you know, just is what it is. Can't keep getting accused of shit. It's like with the Will Smith. What is he going down for? Well, he is getting outed that he's a closet guy, closet homo. And now somehow they're saying that he using his power and authority to get people fired, so he just ruins himself. I thought he was getting caught in I was, you know, Diddying dudes and shit, the way they keep making it sound like he was on some Diddy shit, but I don't know really. Maybe more things will come out. All I do know is all these people I see falling, if you paid attention 20 years ago, oh yeah, you weren't, you know? When I keep saying that there's videos from years ago that already, all these documentaries, you know, that's gonna come out on these people, you can, I won't watch them. Like, I'll never watch the 50 Cent Diddy thing. Why? There's nothing in there that's gonna be said or whatever that I don't already know. I just get to see him say things and see his facial expressions and all of that. That doesn't interest me, you know? It's like fucking Epstein or shit. Like, people were like, oh, yes, we got to make sure he gets locked up. I don't give a fuck about him. Oh, he's dead. Nobody cares now. And I don't know. I care about, other things. But that's above my pay grade, so we stay away from those people, I'm only concerned with my people, my low-level Super Saiyan Negro level. And I don't know how my lord is, getting charlatans out of there. But thank you, Daddy. All love, all praise to the